All right.
Thomas, thank you very much for receiving us. It's a pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
And Clara,
This is Clara.
my pleasure. So you are owner of CAMARO,
Yes.
and you are at the development of the products, right? So can you tell us more about CAMARO, the brand, where you come from, where you manufacture?
CAMARO comes from Austria. It's
Uh-huh.
a traditional Austrian brand.
Österreich.
Yeah, Österreich,
Yeah.
correct. Was founded in 1969 by my parents. So we are a true family company still. Started manufacturing in Austria at a time when nobody knew what a rubber suit was actually for. And then we exploded in windsurfing. And after windsurfing, we actually started doing a lot more into diving, going to everything that we do in water sports. So CAMARO is not just a dive brand, but CAMARO is also a water ski brand, a surf brand, a kayak brand. And naturally, diving is one of our heritage products.
Great, amazing. Yes.
Mhm.
So what's the main, the core value of your brand?
The core value is actually people. We're a very personable company. We're still family owned. Most of my employees have been with me for more than half their life. I actually grew up in the factory,
Yes,
so
yes.
that's kind of normal. And the second thing is also the credibility. CAMARO is a quality brand. We actually stand for something. I never want my people to feel ashamed of what we do. And that's the reason why we actually try to treat the consumer as the core in our product development. So all the products are developed for the core consumer. It has to be warmer. That's our simple goal. Second thing, quality. I know we make mistakes. I know a diver can make a mistake. But what you have to see is that CAMARO is a true manufacturer. We still have a factory in Austria where we can actually offer a 3-year, no questions asked, free repair service. No matter what happened, if a dog eats it, we will still repair it. If somebody makes a mistake, we will still do it. But that's important for us. We're looking to sell you your first suit, the second suit, and also your last suit. And in between that, something can happen. If there's a mistake that happens, that's no problem. The question is how you actually go about it and how you treat it.
How you solve it?
Yeah.
And do you have this connection with the user? You have kind of a platform you communicate. The user can tell you, hey, I think about this can be something better.
That's the reason why we're actually here. We want to make our brand approachable. I want to personally, nobody needs me here to sell a couple of wetsuits, but I want to personally see and feel what does the user want. We take, for example, sizing. Every diver says, do you have a suit that fits me? In the meantime, we changed our whole pattern. We started queen sizes, king, queen, short. So our suits carry up to 48 different sizes.
Wow.
And if the size doesn't fit, she's gonna make it fit. So the seamstress here is the star because she's getting that core value of still there's some craftsmanship behind it. It's not a standard product, buy it the way it looks.
It's
it
like
should
a
fit.
tailor-made, really tailor-made dry suits.
Yeah, but the thing is, this is free of charge. Repair service is free of charge. The service that we offer in our sewing is free of charge because in the end, if a suit does not fit, don't buy it. Because
I
it will
agree.
never keep you warm.
It will never keep you warm. It's
Yeah.
true. And for, let's say, we make order, and then how is the delivery time?
I have about 30,000 suits on stock in Austria.
Wow. So it's
So
boom.
2 or 3 days.
And if it doesn't fit, they send it back.
If it doesn't fit, they can send it back if we have it. What we have, however, we have some core retailers like we
Okay.
do here.
Okay.
Usually we try to transport our factory to here. That's the reason why she's here. The same thing, our premium dealers also have all the suits on stock. So you can try it on. They offer the same seamstress service. She teaches them to actually see, okay, because we have to measure the way our seamstresses want it, and they can make those changes, and that's also free of charge. So it's
Wow.
if I can do it here at the trade show, give me one reason why I shouldn't be able to do it at the retail.
At the retail.
And it really turned out great because it enhances the value that you deliver as a brand to the consumer. And if you look here, God, we have a ton of people who have had their third, fourth, fifth suit from CAMARO, sometimes 20, 30 years. And that's, for us, not only commercially valuable, that also gives us a lot of pride.
I can imagine. And I see your dedication. Before there was a customer asking for a pair of socks. and man, you're the owner and you need to handle a lot of things, but who knows, this guest now needs a pair of socks, can potentially buy a dry suit or already a customer.
What
right?
you have to see is that the ultimate boss for everybody is the customer. That's the one that pays the invoices. That's the one that pays the salaries. So you have to put the customer into the focus as a company. Otherwise, it doesn't work.
It's lovely. It's lovely. What else can you tell us about the product development, or you want to introduce some of your products?
Product development is happening in Austria. So we are playing around a lot. Sometimes the girls get some crazy ideas from me. Sometimes some of them are smarter ideas. What you have to see, that's a collaborative effort. So it's not only Clara, it's Elizabeth, Michelle, the whole team that's actually there, where we actually try to bring out that next generation of boots, gloves, suits, dry suits, whatever is necessary. And here at the show, we introduce a couple of new things. One of the things, for example, is on a boot. I always had the question, our boot was fitting very tight. Now we actually changed the material, made it a lot more flexible, but still tight that it keeps you warm. Second thing is, 2/3 of the ladies cannot close the zipper on a boot because their calves are a little bit stronger, their muscle sits a little bit lower, and that's a general problem. What we wanted to do, and the third thing is that the boot should actually keep you warm. So we developed a new liner, the UBL liner, that makes it super stretchy. So they slide in like a sock. That's the easiest piece to put on. Let's put this, it's a sock with a little bit, with a sole on it. And the nice thing here is that something that looks simple, but we are especially proud of, is actually that you can hear with the Velcro, which is stretchy, so it doesn't hurt your Achilles tendon. You can actually close it and make it 100% watertight. That's one of the things. We had the first series here, and that's where we use the boat to try, is the fit right? How do the people react to it? Is there something that we gotta change?
See, because you got a lot of customers, users that will tell you exactly. And different, like different. Amazing.
Other things, gloves. Everybody will say, okay, it's a little bit high off, but you try a CAMARO glove and you know what it is about. We are the only ones, we developed a special technology called seamless bonding. There's not a single stitch in that glove anymore. All stretchy, we invest everything into the material, make it waterproof, but at the same time give it some feel, some dexterity, what you usually don't have.
What you lose when you're using a glove.
Yeah. You can try it on.
Amazing.
It's
for you. Size?
It's too small, but try it on nevertheless. Then you see how stretchy it is.
Wow. Oof. Very comfortable.
So you have dexterity. We even do this down to 0.5 millimeters inside titanium. But the thing is, it's still 100% waterproof. Usually a 1 mil, you couldn't get waterproof.
I had my dry suit certification and I was very cold because my hands were freezing.
That's cold, yeah.
Freezing because the gloves I have, it was...
Because they are usually clammy or they get too tight, where then people say, okay, I cut off your blood circulation, it doesn't make sense.
Wow, amazing. So you can go from 0.5 up to
5
millimeters.
So they're 0.5, 1, 3, and 5. You don't have to go higher than that. And the nice thing about something like the titanium material, which is only from CAMARO, is when it is wet, you shake it out once and it's dry. So that second dive, that's why we also do a base layer, is not, you don't have to go into a wet, clammy wetsuit, you go into something that really feels great.
Amazing. This is great. A lot of technology and secrets.
There is a lot of technology behind it because, we have to do it. What you have to see is we are specialists in apparel for water sports, whatever you do. Gloves, socks, boots, suits. Other companies, sometimes they have their jackets, they have their regulators, they have their masks and so on. We focus on this. They are not stupid companies, they're smart companies, but for them it's an accessory. For us, it's the core product.
It's the core, keeping people warm.
The mission is totally simple, and we have to tell this ourselves because In the end, we make long underwear for water. Nobody goes diving to wear a wetsuit. Even Clara, as slim as she is, but in a 7mm wetsuit, she's gonna look pretty
This is big.
big. And the one thing that we have to be, you don't want to feel us, but we can keep you warm. And we can enhance your experience. You go diving to feel weightless for the underwater flora, fauna, not to wear a wetsuit. And that's why you also have to not take yourself too seriously.
What we always say as instructors, this is the hardest part when you're putting your wetsuit.
Oh, yeah.
That's the hardest. Then the rest is easy. And you struggle with this like that, or take it out. So if you think on these details, let's make it easier. Let's put the zip on the front instead of the back, so I don't need someone to help me. These things make the difference, right?
But there is a lot of thought about it as well. What Clara can maybe explain also is how our seamstress service actually works, maybe on a suit that we have here. So I'll be the assistant, Clara.
So yeah, we can actually do a lot of changes on the whole suit. So if it does not fit, we can change the arms, the legs, the length of it. Also in the back, sometimes they are too big in here, then we can cut it out to suit, and then it looks, just like the same, just
Small
tighten it,
adjustments and will fit perfect for
Small
every-
adjustments, that's what we do. So you choose a base size, then the people come to Clara, they wear their suit, and then Clara can see immediately we have to take something out. But you have to see if it is too wide in certain areas, it creates a water bladder, and the water bladder means you collect the cold. And that's what we want to avoid.
So first, taking the best size, just try it on, and then we can do all the measurements and we can do all the changes as the person needs.
Super. It feels special. It feels like you
It
really
is
make
special. It is, we do. CAMARO is a premium brand. We are not the cheapest brand. We are also not the most expensive. We offer a true value, but on the other hand, if you are that, you have to follow up. You have to deliver. That's what the consumer expects. And one of the reasons is, yes, we are still a manufacturer. Honestly, for our team in Austria, if they drink coffee or if they make a change, they cost me the same thing. If we do some service, that's what delivers some value to the consumer. Otherwise, the people don't see it. I don't know where my jeans were made. They fit me all right. And we take this at face value. But this is the thing that actually gives the work of my people in Austria a tremendous value towards the consumer. That's what we got to see.
I love it.